Hi you guys, Christina here, and for those of you who don't know who I am or maybe are just tuning into this video, because this video will be actually cross-shared on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I really felt strongly about sharing this my struggle and my story about veganism. And so I wanted to share what this is my real life story. And again, I'm sharing from my personal experience. My experience as both a master nutritionist, but also a person who actually went vegan for 9 months, and the struggles I saw, the things that happened and changed in my body. And I want to be very honest and open because, like many people, possibly even you, I watched many documentary videos ranging from Game Changers to What the Health to several. And, you know, they're very well produced. They're very persuasive. They pay out millions of dollars, and they're funded by these multi-billion-dollar corporations to be very persuasive, to be very good. So last year I made a decision. You know, I watched this video. Of course, I get asked a lot about my opinions on veganism. I get asked on what's my opinion of keto, veganism, Atkins, intermittent fasting. There's something new called the snake diet. I get asked all the time, you know, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, OptiFast. So people ask me, and I like that. Keep asking. Don't stop asking. But veganism was one that kept popping up, especially over the last few years. So being a master nutritionist, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna look into this. Let me study, let me look into things, and let me try this for myself and see what I really feel. Because when you research veganism and you talk to people about veganism, it's almost like you get a cultish response. Like, if you're not vegan, you suck. If you're not vegan, you're going to hell. If you're not vegan, you're a terrible person. You hate the planet. You hate animals. You know, you hate your body. You hate your kids. Like, literally, it's very cultish, very all or nothing response. And so I decided, you know, this was last year. I decided, let's give veganism a try. And it wasn't just me. Both Derek and I decided, my husband Derek, we both decided, because you know I'm not going to be able to do this alone. We decided, let's try veganism. And I kept it really quiet because I didn't know how this was going to go. It was really an experiment. It was an experiment, and we were the test subjects, and we tried it. So in my 9 months of veganism, I can honestly say that it was horrible. It was horrific. In these 9 months, I'm going to give you a quick rundown, and then I'm going to break everything down. In 9 months, my health deteriorated. I normally am the fastest healer. I have friends that have done microneedling on me, and they said, you're such a fast healer. You literally heal as fast as I can needle. And if you don't know what that is, it's a skin treatment that they'll do on your skin where they needle your face. I don't know. I have friends that are aesthetic nurses and aesthetic doctors, and I never get sick. I have not been on an antibiotic or sick until recently for over a decade. It's been over 10 years since I've been sick. My husband has not been sick in 20 years. In fact, we've been married in March for 20 years, and he's never gone to the doctor. He's so healthy. We're both very healthy. We both are very strong. We've worked really hard to build our strength over 10 years. I've been working really hard to lose the weight, but not just that, but also put on strength, build muscle. And when I've had my children, when I've had to have surgeries, I've never had a problem. I've healed fast. Every doctor that I've ever had has said, you are a magnificent healer. I never get sick. I have not had a problem with hair loss or mood or anxiety or depression in over a decade. Almost immediately, within 3 days of starting veganism, I was vegan, meaning no meat, no animal products, no eggs, which I love eggs, no milk, no cream, no cheese, nothing for 9 months, okay? and I really wanted to give it my all so I could share, you know, what this was truly like. This wasn't like, oh, I'm doing a 7-day vegan class. No, this was 9 months. And in this time, I began getting sick almost immediately. I never got sick. Little sniffles started appearing. My skin started looking terrible. I started breaking out with cystic acne again. I haven't had cystic acne since I got really, really clean and started eating healthy. My hair started falling out specifically, and I'm still growing it back, you guys. I used to have hair in this triangle. I lost hair there. I lost hair here, and it's growing back. Little bits, my hairdresser even noticed. It was so bad that she's like, what's going on? What are you doing? Your hair's falling out. It's starting to grow back, thank God. My energy, I had no energy. And what's tied to energy is your mood. My mood was really low. After every meal, I almost felt depressed. I started having feelings of just, I'm not good enough. I'm tired. I can't do this. And I was still exercising and working out every day. In 9 months of eating vegan, I gained 22 pounds of swelling, inflammation, and just my muscles started disappearing. Like I was feeling my best. I literally was in the best shape of my life. And I thought that veganism, because of all the hype and all the propaganda and all the promises that these documentaries make, I thought, wow, if I'm in this great shape now, imagine how amazing I'm gonna feel at going vegan. Gosh, I'm gonna be Wonder Woman. I'm gonna feel superhuman. This is awesome. Let's do it. Let's try it. And again, I'm all about experimenting because you guys, I've done it all. I've done keto, I've done Atkins, I've done Medifast, I've done Optifast, I've done Weight Watchers, I've done Jenny Craig, I have done veganism, I've been vegetarian, I've been pescatarian, I've gone paleo, and now I'm just fit body, okay? And I can tell you, I've done it all. Let's also throw in fasting. I also used to be a super faster. So I've done it all, okay guys? I've done it all. And I do it purposefully because I want to be able to tell you my real experience, not just out of a book, not just out of what I learned in school, not just out of hearsay. I want to give you firsthand experience. Out of everything I've ever done, I would have to say going vegan was the most dangerous, the most depressing, and the one I regret the most. So, as you can see, like during these 9 months, I started losing my hair. My sex drive was like, I felt like I just couldn't do it. I know this is TMI and I warned you this is PG-13. I felt like I just didn't have zest for life. And there's a reason. There's a reason here because animal products, protein in particular, your protein, it feeds your sex hormones. Your sex hormones need this. In fact, when I started studying this deeper, I found out that red meat in particular to testosterone in men is like an aphrodisiac. It literally, there's a reason why men love their steak. I'm telling you, there is a reason. You want a good date night. We thought a great date night would be go get vegan burgers or vegan, these vegan food, which we'll talk about that. And why are we not feeling great? I gotta say, guys, Valentine's Day is around the corner. Protein. Make sure your dinner is protein. Start eating protein ahead of time. My cycles and my hormones started also, it was very off. I was off. I actually did not have any cycle for almost 9 months. If that gives you any idea of what was going on. I gained 22 pounds, over 20 pounds, and I was eating less. Now, what you also have to know is when you go vegan, everybody thinks, and they start with good intentions, myself included. You think you're gonna be eating this beautiful bowl that's this big of vegetables and fruits. You guys, let me tell you, week 1 may be that, but by the time you're in 3-4 months, you're eating carbs, you're eating pastas, you're eating lentil burgers, you're eating rice patties, you are eating just a bunch of carbs. You're eating a bunch of boxed fake food. I have never seen a healthy, truly healthy vegan or vegetarian. Every child that comes to me at Fit Body, whose parents bring them in and say, help, my kid is unhealthy. Every child, and I will literally put my licensing down to say this, every child I've had has a problem with protein intake. They don't like protein. They like sugary cereals. They like pizza. They like pasta. They like mac and cheese. They won't eat the protein. And they won't even touch, they might eat some vegetables like a salad with a bunch of ranch, but they're eating tons of lactose, tons of sugar, tons of carbohydrates. And going vegan, it literally puts you in a place where your hormones and your chemicals in your brain start dropping. Your serotonin drops going vegan. And hello, your sex drive, your mood is tied to serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine. So no wonder I was not in the mood. Derek wasn't in the mood. And like, we're looking at each other and it's like, this is weird. This has never been ever existing in the history of 20 years of being married. Well, almost 20 years. It's usually the opposite. And I told you this is PG-13. So if you have kids watching, please send them off to play. So our serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine were so low, you guys, meaning our mood was really low, our energy was really low, our testosterone dropped. Derek lost probably 15 to 20 pounds of muscle, and he was lifting heavy, more consistently, not missing any days. I mean, the man is so devoted and dedicated, and he's very structured, even more than me. He's definitely more organized and structured. If you see our room and it's clean, it's because he cleaned our room. He's very organized. You should see my desk versus his desk. He's super organized and he's super structured. So he didn't miss a workout, and he was losing his muscle. His energy was dropping. His energy was really low. This is when he became addicted to coffee, actually. Thank you, Veganism. You brought in a caffeine addiction that we had to work on and break, to where he was literally feeling exhausted midday. And here's what happened, guys. So during this time, I was having a lot of pain. My rib cage, and understand, this wasn't a major issue until I went vegan. Because now my muscles aren't as strong as they were, right? They're not getting the nutrients it needs. Muscle needs muscle, okay? Flesh needs flesh. And I'm gonna break this down. That's not my quote, that's from my surgeon. So I went in what should have been a very basic 1-hour surgery to correct some detached muscles, because I had a very large baby a very long time ago. He was like 11.2. And my muscles detached, okay? So we were just this must be where the pain's coming from. And on top of this, you guys, during going vegan, my knees were swelling. I was having joint inflammation. And I thought this was supposed to be, everything that I was promised, I was getting the opposite. And I'm like, what the heck? And so I went and I did the surgery to reattach and fix this. They told me that my breasts were pulling on my rib cage, and that my ribs, my actual bones, were getting flipped over. So they were gonna correct it, right? Okay, let's do it. And again, I got advice from 3 different doctors. I got 2 chiropractors. One is a very close friend, and another chiropractor, and a surgeon. They all said the same thing. We need to do this simple surgery, very basic. They're like, you will be down a week max, maybe 2 weeks. You guys, I was down on bed rest, almost dead, 4 months. 4 months. 4 freaking months. I couldn't work out. I couldn't get out of bed to go to the bathroom. I couldn't lift myself down to sit down in the tub. I couldn't take a shower. I had to do sponge baths because the incision area that was minor would not heal, and it got worse and worse and worse. And this doctor said, you are literally healing at the rate of a 90-year-old smoker. I do not understand what's going on. He goes, I look at you. I know you're a nutritionist. I know you are healthy. I know you don't smoke, you don't drink, and you don't even eat sugar. What is going on? And he asked me, what has changed this year? Because he had done some other stuff for me to help me in the past, years ago. And he said, what has changed? And I said, I went vegan. And he goes, he literally cussed. My surgeon started cussing, not at me, but at the situation. 6 surgeries. 6 surgeries and a body that won't heal. I was on 6, 7, 8 rounds of hardcore antibiotics. I hadn't been on an antibiotic in 20 years. In 20 years. I had my children, I had no problem when I gave birth to my children. No infections, healed perfectly, no issues. All of a sudden, I'm at the healthiest, strongest point in my life, and my body won't heal. He goes, oh my gosh. He goes, I see this all the time. He goes, and now he makes a section, a warning sign. He asks his patients, are you vegan? Because if you are, I will not do the surgery until you've been eating animal protein for at least 3 months. So immediately he said, I want you to go home and have your husband make you a big steak. First thing, we got to get protein back in your body. We got to get the amino acids back in your body. And understand, I was not able to stand, to walk on my own, to cook, to clean. I missed the first semester of my kids going to school because I was on bed rest. And to top it off, I didn't even like my food. Like, I was literally poisoning my body, or I should say starving my body of nutrients. So for the first few months of recovery, when things turned around, nothing changed until I added meat back in. My doctor said I saw him twice a week for many months, and we spent a lot of time together. He's a world-renowned cardiovascular surgeon. He's also a surgeon as well. He's an MD, and he's licensed in both Mexico and in the United States. He went to medical school twice, including going to school, extra schooling for being a cardiovascular surgeon. He has spoken on huge platforms. He's been a surgeon for over 40 years. And he said the number one lie out there in the diet realm is veganism. And he said that, and as he started teaching me and we started working together, he goes, you are a master nutritionist. He goes, you are amazing at what you do. He goes, how could you let a decade of training go out the window because of a well-produced documentary, or 6 or 7 well-produced documentaries? How did you fall into this? And I said, it was very persuasive, and everybody kept asking. And so I tried it, and I told him it was just an experiment. He goes, well, you almost killed yourself going vegan. And in this time of going vegan, I did almost die. You guys don't know this because I believe in sharing the testimony and not the test. And I had gaping holes. I'm sorry. I had gaping holes in my body. I had no energy. I'm so sorry, guys. And it made no sense as to why I wouldn't heal. Simple healing. I'm so sorry, you guys. You know I don't normally cry. I just want you to know it's dangerous. All right. Tough up, right? Tough love, right? Tough love. So in this time, immediately after adding back meat, quality meat. I'm not eating McDonald's, you guys. I'm not eating a burger from Burger King or Jack in the Box. We're talking quality, grass-fed meat. And I ate red meat. I ate fish. I ate eggs. I started forcing myself to eat 3 to 4 eggs a day. I started eating a huge piece of red meat every day. My body started healing. What you guys don't know is during this journey, before adding in the meat, we had to remove tissue, lots of tissue. I have scars all over my rib cage. I lost my left breast. So if you want to know how serious it was, that's how serious it was. I wasn't allowed to get into water. I had to avoid, I couldn't go outside. I wasn't allowed outside because in Arizona it's hot, and sweat was causing, just simple little beads of sweat was making my skin tear apart. That's how depleted my tissue was. And it did not make sense until my doctor said, what has changed in the last year that your body would go from being in perfect health? Literally, he had tested me on a cellular level. I tested as perfect health. Perfect health. What changed is I removed all protein, all animal protein from my life. And you know what, guys? I was still doing tofu. I did tofu. I added in all this fake protein, fake burgers, fake plant-based burgers, I thought. But then you look at the back, there's no plants in there. It's all chemicals, you guys. It's made in a lab in Silicon Valley. That's not real. The Impossible Burger, yeah, it tastes great. I thought it was good. It was killing me, you guys. It was killing me. So here's what happened. So in this time of watching my skin destroy itself, like literally my body destroy itself, I couldn't figure out why. And then he asked me that question, and I tell him, and I'm thinking, I'm trying to be healthy, doc. I'm trying to be healthy. And he said, flesh needs flesh. Flesh needs flesh. Flesh needs flesh to heal. Your body, if you are hurt, if you are injured, if you are sick, you guys, I was sick. I was always sick. And I had never gotten sick in decades. And yet here I am, I got a sore throat every day. My ears are hurting. My head's pounding. I can't get over this. Soon as I added the meat back in, you guys, it was like a miracle. My body started healing. My energy started coming back. My family stopped being scared. My 80-year-old grandma came over and said, she goes, she looks like you look terrible. I couldn't stand. I couldn't walk. I definitely couldn't work out. I was on bed rest, full on bed rest. I had to stay down. We had to keep heating pads on me because I couldn't stay warm. I was constantly freezing to the bone. I was in pain, a lot of pain. And during this time, I had to put on a brave face and business as usual. You know, I didn't do a lot of videos then, you guys. I couldn't have the energy. I couldn't even sit. I wasn't even allowed to sit up straight. I had to stay down. Because when I would sit up, the gaping holes in my body would rip open. My doctor would sew them closed, and the skin would just turn soggy and mush open. So I had to make the tough decision to have the tissue removed, everything. I lost my whole left breast, and it's okay, because during those months of healing, and adding the meat back into my diet, my skin healed. My body started healing. And on December 18th, we were able to, my doctor paid for it completely. He actually paid for me to have a reconstruction of my left breast so I could be balanced and have two. I never thought going vegan would make me literally lose my boobs. I never thought going vegan would almost kill me. I never thought going vegan would make my hair fall out. And during this, guys, don't forget, I'm living with gaping holes. I have no energy and my hair is falling out. My skin, I'm looking dry and brittle. I'm looking like I don't know what to do. So I made a decision that I would become dedicated at adding back in what I had depleted my body for. And the doctor even said, flesh needs flesh. You're gonna have to work on, you're gonna have to be more adamant. Every day you gotta have eggs. Every day you're gonna need red meat for a while. My iron levels were nothing, guys. And I was supplementing. Oh my gosh, I didn't even tell you this. I started supplementing and I did the liquid iron. My teeth turned black. Oh, that was fun. My hair's falling out. I have holes in my body. I lost my breast. My hair's falling out. My skin looks old and now my teeth are black. I felt like a freaking pirate. I felt like a pirate zombie. And the whole time I can't say anything because I don't believe in sharing the test. I'll share the testimony. And the cool part is, you guys, is now I'm on the other side of this. All of this began in August of 2020. As of now, it is this January 25th, 2021, and I can tell you that I'm very close to being back to my old self. I'm not perfect, but I'm feeling a lot better than when I began. I'm feeling a lot stronger. I've lost 9.5 pounds of the 22 I gained going vegan. My body no longer has gaping holes. I'm healthy. I'm healthy again. I'm still swollen. I'm still recovering there. I don't know if my left breast will ever be the same. I don't know if they'll match, but at least I have it. And I've learned a lot in this journey. I've learned that I will never let a persuasive, propaganda, promoting documentary stop me from doing what I know is healthy and balanced. I will never let the culture make my decisions for me. A lot of celebrities, a lot of young Instagram models, they're doing this and they're promoting this. The government is even promoting veganism, and a lot of it has to do with propaganda of major corporations purchasing up all the farmland, all of the land, so that way we are becoming forced to order and buy their fake foods. I never saw any of this until I really experienced it, and then I started digging. I started digging deep, and it goes so much deeper than I ever imagined. And when my doctor told me all of this, and he told me, don't take my word for it, go research it. Go see what's happening. Go see why they're pushing plants on us. And I'm not gonna share in this video because I know that Facebook and Instagram and YouTube will take it down. But I want you to go search. I want you to go find out, why would our government, why would they be wanting us to eat only plants and take away our meats? And I actually read that they're gonna be doing a high meat tax on us, and again, it's very cultish. All of this is so cultish to where the vegans, again, because I was vegan, it's very much a cult-like mentality where if you're vegan, you're better. If you're vegan, you're superhuman. If you're vegan, you care about the planet, you care about the future, you care about animals. Let me tell you, I love my country, I love my world, I love my kids, I love my body, I love my health, and I'm not vegan. I'm proud to not be vegan. I'm proud to eat meat. I'm proud to eat fish. I'm proud to eat my eggs. And you know what? I'm a hell of a lot healthier being balanced. And it's a lot like this. There's a road, okay? And there's the right side and the left side, and you fall into a ditch one way or the other. Guys, just stay in the middle. Stay safe. Don't fall into the ditch this way. Don't fall into the ditch that way. Stay centered. Stay balanced. Stay in the middle, because you have the keto people versus vegan people, and they hate each other. I eat only bacon and pig and meat, and I eat only fruits and vegetables, but really you're eating a bunch of carbohydrates and plant and fake food made in a lab. And honestly, I'm here to tell you, ditch it both. Get rid of both. There's dangers to both. And just stay healthy in the middle. As a board certified master nutritionist and a woman who has lost over half my body size, you guys. I've lost 134 pounds and I've kept it off 10 years, over 10 years. Gained 22 back going vegan. Losing it again, right? Losing that weight again. I can tell you that it didn't happen going keto. It didn't happen going vegan. It didn't happen doing any fad diet. You fill in the blank. It happened by eating balanced, by using common sense. And you know what? Sometimes we just want to be, it has all good intentions, you know? I didn't become vegan because I wanted to hurt my body, because I wanted to almost kill myself. I wanted to go vegan because I thought it would make me healthier. And I decided to try it so I could share with you guys, and I can share honestly and wholeheartedly to say I regret it very much. I regret ever going vegan, but I am thankful for what I learned, because I believe you don't fail if you learn. And I learned so much that we do need the healthy balance. A healthy, balanced diet is what we need. You need lean protein. Your flesh needs flesh. You need fruits and vegetables in the form of complex carbohydrates. You need that. It's glucose for your brain. And it's also a great, it helps your body flush toxins. And you also need healthy fats, because they are also the lubrication for your joints, and they feed your brain and your skin. You need all three. You cannot miss one. People who go low fat, they end up becoming very depressed. They lose their hair. They gain weight. People who go all keto, they do well for like a month, and then they end up getting ulcers. They get sick. They get stomach cancer, and then they start gaining weight. They get very acidic. People who go all vegan, they get very weak. They become terrible healers. They get sick, and they start storing fat because their insulin is constantly spiked. Do you see that there's a problem with every freaking fad diet out there? Then can I add on one more? Can we please add on people who do nothing but fast and live off of juices? You guys listen, that's going to deplete your body. That's just planned starvation. Your body needs nutrients. Any diet, fad diet you look at has pros and cons. For example, vegan is great because ideally, like if you take the point of, yes, I like that I'm eating more fruits and vegetables, that's good. That's good, but not to the point that I don't eat any protein. Keto is good in the way that they stop eating a lot of sugars. That's good, but it's not good that you're not eating any fruits and vegetables and you're eating nothing but animal products that make you acidic, right? You could take in the good, take pieces and make it. That's what I did with Fit Body, is I take all the good and we bring it together. And again, fasting's not bad if you're very sick and you need to cleanse your body, or if you want to use it to just fast while you sleep. If you feel you must fast, then do it from after dinner meal to the following morning, and just don't eat at night. There's some positive things there, but fasting all the time is not safe or healthy. It kills your hormones, including your sex hormones. It makes your hair fall out, and it depletes your body of nutrients to where you go into starvation mode and then store fat rapidly. You know, the low fat, there's some good things about avoiding some fats like Crisco and the fake fats, but fat-free in general is terrible for you. Just in general, forget the 70s, guys. That was such a 70s craze. That's the way of the dinosaurs, guys. And I'm telling you that diets are the way of the dinosaurs, including veganism, including keto, including fat-free, including starvation, including counting calories. Ditch it. Ditch all the fad diets and just opt for healthy, clean, balanced eating. Don't ever let your common sense be uncommon. And I can say for 9 months doing vegan, my common sense went out the window. Again, it's a cultish mentality. It's crazy. And I will never, I repeat, I will never, ever be vegan again. I will never condone veganism. I will never support veganism. It almost killed me. And in the meantime, I should give a praise report. Since adding meat back in, and I began super optidosing slim shots, which is branched chain amino acids. Branched chain amino acids are the amino acids that are in protein, in animal protein, that my body was depleted of. I started adding that back in. I also started supplementing, sorry, my dog. I also started supplementing adding amino acids in my sprays, which is in this. It's in all our sprays, the amino acids, because my body was so depleted. I've lost over 9 pounds. I'm getting my muscle back. I lost everything, you guys. My husband, since adding in animal protein, has put on 15 pounds of muscle. All the muscle he lost, it's back. He's also shed 12 pounds of fat, and nothing has changed other than we're eating meat with our fruits and vegetables again, and we're eating our healthy fats. We just got balanced again. We were just a little off. And it just shows how when you're a little off, you might miss by an inch, miss by a mile. And that is a marksman's saying. If you miss by an inch, you miss by a mile. You might as listen to me, you guys. If you're wondering, how do I lose weight? How do I do this the healthy way? Be balanced. Have common sense. Know that an apple is definitely healthier than a bag of chips. Know that eating a salad is better than eating a plate of bacon. Know that real whole foods are safe and healthy, but go as organic, as clean as possible, because GMOs are real. GMOs are very real. So that is my experience with veganism. I told you today was PG-13. It is very honest. I held nothing back, guys. I mean, this is just me being honest, and my only goal is to tell you the truth. I just want the truth shared. Your body needs flesh. Your flesh needs flesh. I'm sorry, but it does. And if you are currently vegan or vegetarian, I would encourage you to really consider how you could add in some healthier options, like grass-fed, free-range eggs, grass-fed beef, free-range poultry, wild harvested meats and fish. It's awesome, guys. And I'm telling you, you will see results. You will feel better. Your body will begin to heal better, and you'll avoid sickness. By the way, since then, we did get the opportunity to test our immune system out, and we did get COVID-19. Our household did, and guess what? We kicked COVID's butt in a week. And none of us got sick. We had just very mild symptoms. I had no symptoms, zero. I didn't even get sick. Actually, none of my children got sick. Derek had a very light head cold. That's it. We beat it, and I know it'd have been a different story had we not been eating animal proteins. Had we been vegan, it would have been a whole nother story, and I might not even be doing this video right now. So you guys, I'm telling you, I really do feel that your food is life or death. The decisions you make with food can mean the difference between life or death, sickness or health, a healthy weight or an unhealthy weight, energy or no energy, life or no life. I truly believe that the food we eat is medicine, and that we need to make sure we're eating the right combination and not be afraid of those foods that our body was meant to eat. There's a reason why you have these pointy teeth, you guys. Don't be afraid of it. I had to learn the hard way. If anything, learn from my mistakes, my errors, and know that I'm glad I did it, because now I can share the truth with you guys. So I love you all. I just, if you have any questions, I want you to know I'm here for you. I just don't want you to make the same mistakes I did. Please, if you are vegan or you are vegetarian, please, please, please up your branch chain amino acids. That's the slim shots that I sell. They taste really good. They're awesome, but they also have a purpose. You guys, they're to give you the branch chain amino acids you need. If you are not good meat eaters, maybe you don't get a lot of protein, please, please double dose your sprays. I'm double dosing right now because of how depleted my body was. This is serious, you guys. This is not, this isn't the difference. This wasn't a little cold or a little sprained ankle. This was life or death. And I'm telling you, choose life, choose balance, use common sense. You know in your heart what is right for you. And all I can ask you to do is follow that voice. So you guys have a beautiful day, and let me know if you have any questions at all. I'm here to help you. I'm here to share in the journey with you. And I will talk to you guys later. Talk to you soon. And if you have questions at all, please reach out to me. Fit Body Weight Loss fitbodyweightloss@gmail.com, or find me online, fitbodyweightloss.com. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, Fit Body Weight Loss. You guys, I'm here for you. I'm a real person, real struggles, real mistakes, real highs, real lows. But I can tell you, I am feeling so much better. I feel good, and I really feel like 2021 is going to be a year where I take back everything that I lost and everything that was stolen. I'm bringing that back, and I'm going to be stronger than ever. I'm going to come out of this stronger, and so will you. Have a beautiful day, my friend, and I will talk to you later.